Hi, and welcome to another episode of Monday Motivation brought to you by Dominate Your Day. I started Monday Motivation as a space for many episodes to share inspiring ideas and thoughts for leaders in the workplace. I too was in corporate, and I know what it feels like to just need a little boost every week. And so I'll share a topic to motivate and empower you. This month in December, we're talking about finishing strong. And this week, the second week in December, we're talking about mastering the art of self-discipline. Just really, how do you finish strong in 2023? So can you believe it? We are almost through with 2023. I don't even know how that happened. Time flies when you're chasing your dreams. And here we know that you've been working hard toward your goals. So let's finish December strong and get ready to conquer 2024 together. So you might be wondering how to keep up the momentum and avoid all the distractions that are happening right now with the holidays, with year-end deadlines at work, with all the things you need to do for your family and your business. The key is self-discipline, and it's not quite as daunting as you might think. So I'm going to share some secrets to self-discipline. And believe me, I am working on these on myself all the time. And I'm one of those people that I'm not going to share anything with you that I haven't done. And I want you to know that no matter what your age or your background may be, you probably share familiar pain points with your fellow go-getters. So setting goals can be a struggle, and it's hard to achieve them. And keeping up with commitments, both personal and professional, can also be a challenge. Then you're also dealing with distractions that get in the way of productivity. Well, fear not, because self-discipline is something you can develop. You know how you hear, oh, I can't do that, I don't have that gift. Well, this is something you can develop. Trust us, it's going to be worth it. So I'm going to give you 3 tips for developing your self-discipline. Number 1, this is one I always need to work on: set realistic and achievable goals. So how many times have you, I'm just going to ask you this question. How many times have you written everything you've got to do on a long sheet, and then it just goes over to the next page and over to the next page, and you just feel like you're not achieving anything at the end of the day? And it's because you gave yourself too many things to do, too many goals to do. And that's why I like in the Strengths Journal, I created the Strengths Journal because I needed a framework for myself to keep me focused. And what it does is I help set an outcome every day, and I come up with 3 things that no matter what, at the end of the day, I'm going to do. And then this is breaking down those goals into simpler, manageable tasks. And then it's going to be easier for you to track every day, and you'll see progress, and then all of a sudden you're going to maintain motivation. But if you just keep carrying the list over, and never feeling like you're accomplishing anything, and you're reacting to everything, you're not designing your day. You're living your day in default, and that's what we want to avoid. Number 2 is create a routine and stick to it. Now, I'm one of these people that I haven't been a big routine person, but I know when I get on a routine, it's good. So consistency is what separates the successful from the rest. And so what I'm going to challenge you to do is to make a daily routine that works for you. Don't try to do somebody else's routine. Find yours and stick to it. So the other day, I was realizing I was on a pretty good path every day of doing push-ups. And I've been working with a trainer. My husband and I have been working with a trainer and a friend of ours. We've all been working with him over the last year and a half. And he said, well, in order to continue to build muscle, you've got to do push-ups every day. And I want you to do 100. And I was like, oh my gosh. He goes, start with 30, then you can build up. And so I did it. And I had it. And then all of a sudden I just fell off. I don't know what happened. I was traveling, had a lot going on. And so I thought, how am I going to get myself disciplined to get back and doing those push-ups? And I'd always heard and talked about habit stacking. I thought, what am I already doing that I can do first thing in the morning and I can habit stack? Well, I go make my Nespresso coffee. Well, it makes a noise, and it makes this noise for about, 2 minutes. And I thought, wait a minute. While that noise is going on, I will start doing my push-ups. Now, I didn't start with 100. I started with 30. And the next day I did 60. And today I think I got to 75. But I know when that sound goes off, it's like I'm conditioning my brain, disciplining my brain to say it's time to do those push-ups. So it's very important to try to create a routine. Just create something that works for you. I love coffee. I love my morning time. And that's what works for me. I used to wait for my husband to get up and then we'd do them together, but that didn't work because his schedule was not my schedule. So it's real important to find something that works for you and then make it a daily routine and then stick to it. I'll keep you posted. I'll see how it's going. But right now, so far, the noise is helping me remind me to do my push-ups. Number 3 is stay motivated. And this would be with reminders and inspiration. So I haven't done this in a long time, and I did it this year. I made a vision board on my iPad. So I took all the things that where I want to be, the things I want to do, and I put them on a vision board, and I look at it every day. I look at it every night on my iPad, and it gives me energy. It helps me think about the future. I also put a few quotes in there that I like, and I'll look at those from time to time. I've never been one of those to do a lot of affirmations, but I did create affirmations based on your strengths. So we have that. If you're interested, you can send us a note and we'll get that to you. But I really found that when I'm focused on my unique strengths and then I use the affirmations, I use the vision board, things start happening. It's pretty cool. So remember that your level of success is determined by your level of discipline. So I want you to think about this quote this is an anonymous quote. So remember this, write it down. If you're jogging or out driving, play this back, but I'm going to read it one more time. Your level of success is determined by your level of discipline and perseverance. So just think about when you focus on your self-care and you count down to the new year, you are going to be more successful. So I'm excited to have you here today, and this has been another episode of Monday Motivation from Dominate Your Day. So feel free to follow, like, and subscribe for more inspiring episodes. If you're ready to take your strengths development to the next level, be sure to check out the Strengths Journal on Amazon. You can also find information on my website at danawilliamsco.com. And then also, feel free to reach out and set up a free discovery call. And together we can help you live in your strengths, dominate your day, and transform your life. Just quick before we finish, most listeners don't yet follow the podcast. So every additional follower we get helps us to raise the profile of the podcast and bring us more episodes. So if you can do one thing for us today, please hit the follow button, get the updates whenever we put new content out, and if you can do one more thing for us today, if you could just share this podcast with a friend, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you for listening and tune in next time.